Most Americans procrastinate on their taxes, with 24% filing in April and 22% waiting until the absolute last minute, according to a survey. So once you finally get your taxes done and get your refund, what should you be doing with that money? Joining me now with some tips, we've got Ross Mack, host of the Financial Freestyle podcast here. What should we be doing with that money?
I love the question. I think we always have to start off by saying, what is a tax refund? I think it's a misconception that it's like, oh, the government is just giving me a bonus check. That's actually not the case, right? The tax refund is it's actually your money, and the reality is you were overpaying the government the prior year. So you have to look at this and say, okay, I was giving the government an interest-free loan the prior year, and now they're just giving it back to me. So moving forward, you obviously want to look at that and potentially see, how to adjust that if there are new withdrawals. But if you do get a tax refund, right, so now that you know it's your money anyway, don't just look at it as a bonus. Let's actually do something and be responsible with it. So first step, I always recommend, you got to pay down debt. You have to pay down, especially that high interest credit card debt, right? We're talking 10, 20, sometimes 30% interest, and I think it's very important that you pay that down. And then next, right, if you don't have any credit card debt, or if you paid that down and you still have money left over, let's build up that emergency fund. I think it's important that you have a fully funded emergency fund, and we defining that by 3 to 6 months of your necessary expenses. And then now, let's start putting that money to work for you, right? Let's talk about investing. We could look at, Roth IRAs, right? But when it's all said and done, where are you putting that money? I recommend the first form of investment, very diversified, the S&P 500. And then, like I said, you want to keep going down ways of allowing that money to work for you. So whether that is funding your children's college fund, whether that is putting, money aside for a down payment on a home, starting a new business, the list goes on. But I do want people to be responsible, because guess what? That was your money anyway. It wasn't just the government saying, hey, oh, by the way, here you go. Just for existing, here's some money. Like, no, it's actually your money in the first place.
Yeah, the annual, it's my money and I need it now. Give it back to me. Ross, thanks so much for taking the time.
Absolutely.